Hello everyone and welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez and I'm here with my weekly Moon Day Oracle message. This is going to be an intuitive reading for the collective good for the week of, and I say collective good, but the collective's highest good for the week of 12/12/22. So quite a potent day today as we are opening up to the Christ-light portal with the solstice on the 21st. So 12/12 being call it like a palindrome number, so a stargate. So I will actually be sharing a little bit of a special light transmission today, but I'll be doing that at the end of the reading. So before I go into what it is that you can expect here for anyone who is new to my page, I'm just going to make sure that everybody can hear me and see me okay. So those of you who are tuning in right now, welcome and happy Moon Day. Happy 12/12. How is the quality of sound for you? I can feel my throat is already starting to want to clear itself for our transmission later. Hello, beautiful Dawn. Welcome and thank you for being here. Awesome. Thank you so much, sweetie. I am going to do just a quick. Okay, just to make sure. All right, just bear with me one second. I'm going to go ahead and go onto my page and just share this really quickly. Okay, I think I did that. Hi, Helena. Welcome. So happy you are able to make it again. Blessings to you. See if I missed anybody. Annie and Andy, welcome. Thanks for being here. All right, so I will just briefly go through this as I want to try to keep these a little bit shorter because when I upload them over to my Instagram channel, they did change the limitation size or the limitations on how long we can make these videos now. So without having to go through a lot of work, I'm going to try to keep it as short and sweet as possible. Eleanor, gorgeous goddess, welcome and thank you for being here. All right, so this is again an oracle reading for the week of December 12th, 2022. So it doesn't matter though whether or not you're watching this live or if you're catching this on the replay, even if it's months from now. You're always here in exact divine timing, so that means that you're here when this message is going to most resonate and apply to your life. Even though today is an energetic gateway, or what we call a numeric stargate, this is basically like a numeric portal that opens up for us all to really be connected into these beautiful divine light codes that come flooding in from the cosmos, from the cosmic heart source. And very specifically today, I'm going to be actually working with the planet Venus, Lady Venus, and Sanat Kumara, her beloved. So we'll be bringing in those light codes in a light transmission that I'll save for after the reading aspect is done. So with that said, the readings that I usually do, I do try to go live every Monday, although it isn't always. It's really in divine timing. This reading is through oracle cards and my own intuitive abilities. And I bring these messages forward just to give us a bit of an insight or heads up into the energy of the week, what we all really most need to know, as that helps us to have the awareness and that wisdom to be able to embrace what it is or embody what it is that's coming through this week energetically, intuitively, and how we can actually make those changes within our lives or apply that wisdom into our lives versus just being, blind and having no awareness whatsoever of what is going on. It does help us to come into a better divine flow, if you will. So I do offer personal readings and personal healing sessions, both remotely and in person, but I'm not doing personalized readings here today. Again, this is a generalized overview for the week for all of us. And if you're interested in a personal reading or healing session, you can always send me a message. I am still working through my 2023 readings, everyone, so thank you all for your patience with that. So my current sessions and readings are booking into the end of January at this point. But again, if you want a session, I would definitely say jump on that now so it doesn't get pushed out even later. So those 2023 readings, I'm still working through them. If you want to know where you're at on the list, please send me a message and I will let you know. But I think that's all that I really have to announce at this time. I want to kind of keep this as short as I can. So yes, so I'm going into the Oracle message. Now, hi, Julie. Welcome, Goddess. Thank you for being here. All right, so before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about this Stargate, this light transmission that's going to be coming through. So today, 12/12, it's a 3/3, master number 33 right there. It's Christ consciousness, anchoring and being embodied here on Earth. Now we know, most of us, and I'm not here to change anybody's perspective, so please, take this as you will, throw it out if it doesn't resonate or work for you. Hi, Yvonne. Welcome, Goddess. Thanks for being here. With the Christ light energy, the winter solstice in northern hemisphere, summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, really what this is doing is opening up a portal of light. When we say light, we mean the highest light that can come through, which is Christ light, Christ consciousness. So it's massive, has nothing to do with religion, everything to do with source love and our own unified light, our own unified self in oneness with the divine and oneness with source. So it does bring through this beautiful divine loving light that flows through us. And so it's the 222 then of 2022 would also break down to be a 6. So we've got the 6/6 together there with the 33 and the 6. So bringing this beautiful shift in consciousness that's helping us all to bring healing through any past challenges or karmic cycles, any patterns, what we've been holding on our heart chakra specifically that has been keeping us from our sacred self, from our divinity, anything that's been keeping us trapped on a karmic looping pattern. It's helping to awaken and open and prep us for that Christ light portal that is opening up with the winter solstice or simultaneously the summer solstice. So it really doesn't matter where you're at in the world. It's going to happen universally. So what that's doing is it's prepping us for what's going to be flooding in then, which is helping to open our heart chakras and our stellar gateway chakras, which really does, to keep it short and sweet without going into a lot of detail here, the stellar gateway is about, they say, between 12 to 24 inches above our heads, above the crown chakra. And that gateway, that chakra, actually aligns us with our soul self and the divine matrix, and it aligns us with source, but at the same time it's aligning us with our soul's contracts, with our soul's wisdom. With aligning that, it's also expanding and opening up our heart chakras. Now, planet Venus has been doing quite a lot of stuff. It just crossed over the galactic center, which is like the birthing space. It is like the cosmic womb or void space. And as it's the most potent space in our galaxy, as it opens and Venus is basically rebirthed through that, it's rebirthing what Venus represents, which is divine love, higher love. Again, so we have that Venus energy coming in today, as I myself was specifically told that through my own, connections and intuition. And so it's coming through to help to expand us into more love, into embodying more love and expanding or opening our heart chakras, our higher heart chakras, and then for that prep and what's going to be happening with that alignment between the higher heart and our stellar gateways when that solstice happens. So with that, what it's going to be basically doing is helping us right now, shifting us out of that old traumas, them old patterns, that again, where forgiveness is needed, where more healing and trust is needed to open us up to come back into that space. And so then we can be moved and shifted into that love consciousness and embody more of our divine love essence for moving into what it is that our soul is meant to be here, what we're meant to embody here, what we're meant to do here. So it's going to be quite potent. Again, it happens every year, not Venus crossing the galactic center, but everything else happens, you know, the solstice happens every year, but it's like little by little we're getting leveled up, leveled up, leveled up. So that is what my light transmission will also be assisting with at the end of the reading today. I'll talk more about that when we get there, but I think I pretty much just covered a lot of it. But I will be specifically, as I do work very closely with the energy of Venus, and pretty much that's part of my life purpose here, is to bring forward the Venusian teachings of love, the way of love. Okay, so just gonna see what it is that. Okay, I'm not really sure what we've got going on here with some of these comments, but I'm going to go ahead and block. Just one second, everybody. Sending you unconditional love. Okay. And for those of you who just popped in, welcome. Thank you for being here, everyone. All right, so with that said, I'm going to go ahead and go into the reading for us all. But before we do that, I just want to create some sacred space around us and just bring us all back into the eternal now, that present moment within us. Hi, Deborah. Hey, Lumi. Welcome. Thanks for being here, everyone. All right, so how we're going to do this is just, if you can, just take a second to detach from whatever is going on around you, from your surroundings, safely, obviously, and just take a minute. You can leave your eyes open, you can close them, whatever works for you. I'm just going to have you place your hand on your heart and just take a moment to connect with the self. I'm going to bring in some sounds as well, some frequencies, so just mind your ears. I don't want it to be too loud and scare you. So now I'm just going to have you take a nice deep cleansing breath in through your nose. And release. And as you do, just allow yourself to relax, surrender into the moment, quiet your mind, connecting with your heart space. Again, nice deep breath in through your nose. And as you release your breath, allow yourself to relax your body, release all tension, all stress, all worry. Again, coming into this present moment in the here and now. Take another nice deep breath in. And as you release, just connecting deeper into your heart space, connecting more into your body, more into your presence, to your I am. And just breathe. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the here and now. Hello, gorgeous Brenna. Welcome and thank you for being here. So happy you could make it in divine timing. And I'll be doing a light transmission for those of you who just popped in at the end of the reading. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. The first thing that I actually, or the deck that I was actually called to work with today, is the Spellcasting Oracle cards. And these are by Flavia Kate Peters. Okay. All right, so just setting the intention to receive divine guidance, wisdom, and insight for the week ahead of 12/12/2022, and what we all need to know for our highest and greatest good as a collective. Boom. So I'm not surprised. We have career. Look at that. So first of all, the 12, again, I said it was a 3. 3 is a number of the Holy Trinity. However you want to look at that. To me, it's the the culmination of the coming together of the divine forces, the polarities, and bringing us into that state of oneness within, that oneness with the divine within ourselves. But also is always representative of the 12 steps towards ascension, and the 13 being the all in one, or the one in all. So it's like that attainment into our divine self. So I was really drawn to say that with the ladder that's leaning here up against the tree. I love the rainbow rays that are kind of like protecting this beautiful tree, which to me is us, in essence, the tree of life. We ourselves are the embodiment of the tree of life, the axis mundi, between the worlds, the, roots being what is deep down within the other world or the underworld of our unconscious, and then our trunks, which is our bodies here, our presence here on earth, and then the branches which connect us up with through our antenna or our higher chakras into our, our divine essence and the divine itself. So to me, it's like we are that tree of life. And the fact that it says career, I heard not career, I heard life path. And that really does speak to what it is that I said, this 12-12, so the 12 steps, there you go again, we have the 12 and the 12, the 33. It's coming into, it's prepping us to step into, it can obviously reflect career, I'll talk about that in a second, but it's more about shifting us into our higher, again, there's that word higher. I got to find another word for that. Essentially, more our divine essence, our divine presence of love. Yes, Lumi, there you go, that Christ mass tree. No coincidence that we do that at this time of year, but that's a whole nother topic and story. I won't ruffle more feathers today. It's thus coming into that in which is our truth here, the original intention for coming to earth as a human, and what it is that we're all meant to embody, share, be, do here on this planet while we're here. And essentially it is all to come back to love. But when we come back to our purpose, when we come back to our truth, that is in essence coming back to love. So, that is showing us how this divine light that is coming in, like, acting as this like force and this force field around us, illuminating our own core, our own chakras, opening us up into that higher light, those higher wisdoms that come through those rays of light. And again, like the Christ light I spoke of earlier, helping shift our consciousness into more aligned with our soul's purpose. Now, when we come to earth, we all come with baggage. We all come with imprints. We're all, connected to old patterns and the distorted matrix of, the corruption that has basically been, through, time in this planet, and we all carry that ancestral karma programming, etc. And so, our own pathways is to climb that ladder of ascension to get back to love, to get back to who we are in our truth, and what it is that as, these beings of light encoded embodiments, what we're meant to actually express here while we're here. So that's the point, to get to that. So we have to go through these patterns. We have to, basically awaken through those patterns and transcend them. So that is what is happening this week. This is going to be shifting our consciousness. Now, Planet Venus, I did speak about this in our Cosmic Oracle group. If you want more information about the Cosmic Oracle, it is a private monthly group where Karen and I from Oracles of the Light share a lot of cosmic insight from a higher or oracular perspective versus just what it means astrologically. But we also share daily insight and messages in that group. So if you're interested, just send me a message. I'll get you more details. But what I just shared about Planet Venus there was that she also entered the sign of Capricorn, which also is more career-oriented, more focused on not solely what we understand as humans as career, but our divine plan, our divine pathway. And so this is what we are being prepped with this 12-12 gateway this week. And again, it's shifting us it's prepping us to be able to fully open and receive the light transmission that's going to be coming through all of us with the solstice gateway. All right, so that in itself is going to be like that resurrection energy, that birthing out of the new cosmic womb. right? So it's like that new, really embodying a whole new life for ourselves and what we're going to be doing and moving towards for 2023 and thereafter. So it's going to be quite a powerful week where you can start to see yourself actually being shifted. You might start seeing your consciousness be more aligned with things that maybe at one point in time seemed a little bit far-fetched, maybe seemed a little bit like unrealistic, but maybe it was always there in the back of your mind. You might find yourself really letting go and forgiving all past versions of yourself and mistakes, or even conflicts with other people. This is all helping us to shift deeper into love. Again, love has everything to do with it. Love is everything. So when we truly are able to release all those old patterns and wounds and connections that just are no longer serving us, and the new perspective, awareness, consciousness, pathways that are, coming into, our vision, when we let those go with love, it opens us up to those new experiences, opportunities, connections, and pathways that are all already embodying love. And when I was actually getting ready to do this reading today, I was actually making my cup of tea, which, by the way, is called Higher Heart Tea. So when I was actually making that, I started hearing a song. Forgive me because I would never remember the guy who sings it, Steve something from the 80s. But it's Higher Love. Bring me a higher love, I think, is like the way that's the actual verse that I kept hearing. So with planet Venus in the mix of all of this, and her having just done that major crossing of the galactic center, that birthing portal, it's really birthing higher love within us all. Hey, Sue. Do you? Yeah, I bet you do. Welcome, Goddess. Thanks for being here. It's birthing that higher love within all of us, and you can interpret that to bring me a higher love, that it's a higher romantic counterpart. However, yeah, there's a potential for that, but understand that first and foremost, we have to embody higher love. We have to be embodied higher love. We have to express higher love. We have to come, Steve Winwood, thank you for that. We have to come into that unity within the self, and that is what the Solstice Gateway also does for us all. You heard me say the Trinity, right? The three, the Trinity. That is what that is within us, the Holy Trinity within us all. That attaining Christ within, all right? So when that happens and we embody that higher love, that always was always there. We already are. It's just clearing out all the foggy webs that have clouded us from fully experiencing and embodying that here. All right. So this week, guidance coming forward is to really just be open to receive, because the blessings and the things that might be moving away from us are actually opening up doorways that are allowing us to step on the next prong of the ladder, that are allowing us to take the next step higher, 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 and all, again, aligning us, redirecting us, expanding us into deeper love. And that will require some forgiveness, some compassion, some understanding on all of our parts, even for the self, as we move towards that solstice gateway. All right, everyone. So beautiful message. And like I said, this absolutely can trickle into your career, because at the end of the day, most of the time, what our true pathway is here on earth does end up becoming what we do for the rest of our lives here. Whether you make money doing that or not, doesn't matter. It becomes your career, right? Make a career from it. So, yeah. All right, everybody. So that's the message for the week. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to go into the light transmission. As I said, for those of you who are unfamiliar with what light language is, the short and sweet of this, you can do your own research about it. Again, you can be open to receive. You do not have to be open to receive. Free will, whatever you choose. And I'll go over that in a second. But Light language is essentially, every person's is really unique unto their soul. Essentially, overall, what it represents is a literal language of love, a language of light that is sacred geometric codes and patterns that are, and frequencies that are through sound. It's almost like the seed sounds, from the original, original creation comes from seed sounds. So it's literally encoded sound that comes through me as the vessel, and it transmits through technology, through space and time, to you, to those who are open to receive. Now, we all carry light codes within us, some dormant, some active, and we all activate each other's light codes. Again, what is in kind of divine alignment and what is meant to be, kind of contracted, if you will. So if you're here and you're feeling called to receive it, it's not a coincidence. Obviously, there's no such thing. You're here because you're meant to. My particular light language, it's my soul's divine language and communication with Source Love. And as a teacher of love, an embodiment of love, just here to transmit and share that. Specifically, Sanat Kumara and Lady Venus, his divine counterpart, came forward. The two beings that are also meant to bring, we're meant to bring light here, or love here on the planet, higher love, very connected into the twin rays, and anchoring divine love here on the planet. They came forward to connect with me today to help bring this transmission through. So once again, this is going to be helping to open up and expand that heart stargate to prep us to be linked into our stellar gateway with that, solstice that's happening. But again, for that divine union within us, that awakening into our own sacred marriage with our divine selves and with the divine source love. Okay. So if you are open to receiving, all you need to do is say, whether in the comments, whether out loud, in your head, setting the intention, I'm open to receiving the light transmission that's coming through Jamie today. That's all you have to do. If you do not wish to receive, you can also say that. You can still hang out if you want to, stay for a little while. You can still do that. Or you can cut the video off here, whatever it is that works for you. Okay. All right, so all you have to do is then close your eyes for those of you who are open to receiving. You can place your hands on your heart center. You can place your hand in prayer position as your outward acceptance of your inward intention. Up to you, whatever works for you. Just close your eyes and allow yourself to relax. You take some nice deep breaths in. I'm just going to bring in some sounds as well. Just breathing normally. Urash wala ti uran mek wahish ilan do tiara na kewat e wash ilan do awa ewat e laki ma ina ewat ish alan dekina wat dakilash elit war makina ewat ew lak ish aman yutwa behiwana yut ashalakimam latino awa wet ish alakimet im la uana iwat eshim tetsin owani el la ana el Anyana ish ima. Wo arayat laki orania nat el. Ish lak iman a ahena wayat el. Dalak il eti ana el. Da ina ewa ina ish inau. Wala et iwat el. Dalak iwa ne el. Take a nice deep breath in. Wish alak wat wanyat wayat away wish Allah wat elmani wana maranyat o kayat umat ishalak miyad lamia wa ewa ish ilam maruna yodai mut ash alar berakianar taki wat el alak em wat iwana el dishalam dimana ir Dirana ewa et ewat el. What ish iwani ina deki wua et il. Warania no ara dara iwarat el. Vahana ewa. Vahana ewa. Vahana ewa darla washim. Again, nice deep breath in. And release. And just feel yourself connecting with your physical body, connecting with your heart space. Seeing these codes activate within you, illuminating you from within. And feeling them be anchored through you like roots of the tree. The tree of life that you are, active through you, anchoring now into your physical reality, anchoring you into the emerald heart of Gaia. And breathe. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the here and now. And so it is. Whew. I'm a little dizzy. Sorry, everyone. So again, light transmissions should be treated as you would treat an energy healing session, intense light code days or planetary alignment days. Allow yourself to rest if you feel like you need to rest. Drink lots of pure water. Keep yourself hydrated. And keep yourself nice and grounded, as with this light. I was dizzy afterwards, so it can, float up. I think that's why we were guided to ground and anchor down. So if you feel yourself being a little disoriented, tired, dizzy, just make sure you're continuously anchoring and grounding, just envisioning roots moving out of you, out of your root into your earth star, into the Gaia, and keep you anchored and rooted there. You can also spend time out in nature if you need to. But again, lots of water. Be easy with yourself. Listen to yourself. Love yourself. Okay? Catch up on comments really quickly. You are so welcome, Eleanor and Dawn. Oh, Lumi says, sounded like when you see in dragons. Oh, I love that. Love that. It's funny because I actually thought dragons while I was speaking it. So that's interesting. Steve, hello, beautiful Laura. Annie, welcome, loves. Cindy, welcome. Jen, welcome. Tammy, welcome. Lisa, welcome, love. All right, I think that's anything. If I missed it, I'll check the comments again later on and go back and make sure I didn't miss anything. Thank you all so much for being present and for your love and for your support. If you have not already, it does greatly help me if you give the video a thumbs up. And yeah, so appreciate all of you for being here. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Take care of you.